So this is where the pump would come from in my hot tub. It was well below freezing when I came out to use it one day, and I opened it up, and there was a substantial amount of water missing, and I noticed the power lights weren't on, so I was like, whoa. But when I got into it, I opened up the cover, and this was the spa pack was all covered in ice. I wasn't sure where the leak was coming from, but I determined it was coming from down in the that's where the pump sits, is down in here. And this is a Dynasty Spa. Boy, it's a beautiful day here in Alberta, April 1st. And now, right now, what I discovered was causing a big part of the problem. This is I guess what they call a top mount filter. So it goes down in there and screws onto a pipe that's coming up from below. But below there's a little flapper valve that's supposed to open and close. It has a spring on it in the pipe when the tub is just filtering, the flapper's held closed by the spring. But when you turn the jets on, it allows the flap to open, and then the water can run from inside the tub through and just provide more circulation rather than trying to suck all that water through the filter. So anyways, that was the problem. The flapper had broken off and had made its way through the spa pack and into the pump and into the impeller. And I don't know if that was the cause of the leak or the cause of the impeller damage. Well, probably, but it was leaking anyway. You can see who knows how long it was leaking for. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty bright here, but you can see where the water was running for a period of time. So anyways, I am going to try and replace this little flapper. So the flapper here on the right, this is the piece I pulled out from the impeller on the pump. This is the new piece I'm going to put in. As you can see, one side of it has two little tabs that are offset just ever so slightly. So the trick is to get it in there, turn it, push it in, and then turn this straight. And it's pretty tight. I mean, I'm still struggling to get the other one out, but let's see what happens. While I'm here, here's a shot of the old pump. As you can see, the water had been running down for quite some time, and it's just all. So I was gonna have to replace the bearings, the seals, the motor on the pump. The bearings were squeaking, so I decided just to go with the whole pump and whole new wet end, they call that. And that way, maybe I don't have to go in there again for a few more years. Alrighty, here it is. I finally got it out, and I'll tell you, that was something else. It just did not want to come out of there. I kept falling back into the drain pipe. I used a piece of cardboard I stuck in there. And once I got it up, so it was coming up a bit, I got a big screwdriver. Managed to turn it enough so I could get a hold of where the spring attaches. Got my Dremel out and went to town. But boy, that was an experience. Tight fit. I thought about cutting the pipe back, filing back some of the pipe a bit down there, but I don't know. I didn't want to mess with that stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna put the new one. Okay, so it's got to go in like this. So I'm gonna have to put it down in there and put it in there like that. But I'm looking here. I got a bunch of stuff in there. Maybe I'll get my vacuum out first. Great. So here's the new piece. Gonna go down in there. Gonna push it in and turn it. The problem is this piece right here. This piece right here. This is just too wide here. Just doesn't fit down that slot. So I'm gonna take my file and I'm gonna file a little bit along the edges, and I'm gonna file a little bit off the tops of these here. This was pretty tough stuff on the other one. It was the actual cap that broke off. These little tabs that hold the cap on, or the flapper. So, anyway, here we go. Great. Just use my Dremel here. See, I just replaced my hot tub cover too. Okay, and then I took my Dremel and I just kind of shaved off just a little bit there where I'm hoping to be able to slide this in. So we'll see how that goes. Just give me a minute. Okay, I had a little bit of messing around, had to Dremel a little more, both pieces, and finally was able to get that in there and wiggle a piece in, so it's in. Now if I was to do this again, I would have started with filing that down and getting my Dremel out and making some space. But anyways, that's it for now, and next I'll maybe do the pump installation. So I got my new pump today. I ordered it last Wednesday. It's Monday today. Came this morning. And here it is here. Now this one is rated, it's a PF30 2N 22N, but the pump that came out of it was a PF40. But they said a lot of places use that as a 5 horsepower pump, but this was the replacement for my pump, so, and it says on there 4 horsepower. So yeah, as well I have a couple of hoses that hook onto, and are going to go into here, so I picked up a couple of barbs. Here we go, if I can find you. There. For the hoses that connect to, I don't know where. But yeah, a couple of seals came with it. Well, no, I had to pay extra, but I got some seals for the O-rings when it meets the pump. Because I don't want any leaks there. Basically I had to tear the hot tub apart, so here I'll take you outside now. Alright, here's the new pump. Got the wiring in. It's pretty straightforward. Same motor, so pretty much the same wiring. Okay, got this pretty much ready to go. Just set my pipe in there for now. There's the frame. Let's get it called. Electric motor frame. Looks like it has some kind of vibration pad on it. That's not too bad. Anyways, I'm going to struggle with this and see where it goes. Alright. It's heavy, so a little bit of a struggle. Now I just have to make sure I get the barb fittings in for the, I don't know, these holes. I don't know what they're for. Anyway. Okay, I got a heat gun, and what I'm going to do is there's these hoses. I've put the barbs in now. Yeah, so there's these plugs that came with the pump. Took those out, put these in, and as I said, I don't know what these are for, but the hoses are really stiff. They feel old. So I'm going to use the heat gun and I'm going to heat the ends up so I can stick them on the barbs. I'll see what's going to happen. flip it around. I don't want to heat it up too much in one spot. This is pretty warm. I think that's probably good enough. Now I'm just going to stick that on this barb in here. If I can, and yes, I can. Yeah, okay. Guess I should have switched them around. Now that's going to go better over here. Yeah, get some more room. And of course, got these clamps. Okay, I'm going to get those clamps on. Now I'm going to start with the pipe here and getting the spot pack hooked up again. Okay. Well, with a lot of fighting and wrestling, fill it with water. Thanks.